SpaceX says its quarterly revenue nearly doubled in its first earnings report since going public in June. The company credited its AI computing deals and Starlink satellite growth for its results. SpaceX reported $7.8 billion in revenue, beating expectations in the nearly 2 months since launching the largest IPO of all time. The initial price per share at opening was $135. It made the company's CEO, Elon Musk, the world's first trillionaire. Today's SpaceX stock closed at just over $125 a share. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us now. So, Kelly, SpaceX surpassed those expectations here. What are the takeaways?
So this is a lot better than I think most of us expected, especially because of how the stock was trading. This was the first time we were getting a look under the hood. And most of the SpaceX businesses are ones that could make a lot of money in the future, right? Like space travel, AI. Their internet service, Starlink, was very, very good, performed really well. Of course, they're doing lots of different deals with different companies. That being said, I think Elon Musk was a lot more measured than we normally hear him. He said, yeah, I hope to have a colony on the moon. I know that sounds nuts, but in general, he was much more focused on what is possible and really growing this in a more measured way than we've heard from him with, let's say, Tesla in the past.
What do you make of that measured tone?
I think he knows that the stock goes like this a lot, and he's learned a little bit of a lesson from Tesla, which has been all over the place. But I think, the real takeaway here is you have Starlink, which is a good business for them. But then there's all of this AI spending. I'm actually just looking at the stock for you right now, Lindsay. It finished up today around 125. You mentioned that in the intro. But in after hours trading, it's actually dropped close to 7%. A lot of that is because investors are worried about how much money they're putting towards that AI development.
What does this mean to the average American?
So a lot of us will be invested in SpaceX because it is part of the NASDAQ 100. And a lot of our 401ks are invested in index funds to get exposure to a lot of different stocks as opposed to just one, more diversity in your portfolio. So you're naturally going to be invested in SpaceX potentially if your money is invested in a NASDAQ 100 index fund. So it's not going to be like your money is going up and down just like the stock, but you're going to have some exposure to it.
Okay, Kelly O'Grady, thank you.